Hello? Hello, hello? Hello! We're here! We're back! It is nice to see you guys on this fine, I was gonna say Wednesday night, but now it's technically Thursday. So, I know this is very late compared to how I usually stream, but sometimes, well, this has happened before, well, because of Love and Deep Space, but I only do it because of that. But at the same time, do you know, when I first started streaming, this was my usual starting time. I started at 1 AM my time. So it actually feels kind of nostalgic in a way. And it also kind of feels right too, but I kind of like it. But Soldad is today's first, Scoot is today's second. That means that third is still up, but yeah, hey Scoot, and hey Soldad, and hey Daydream. Welcome back everyone. It is so nice to see you all. And didn't know it did that. Yeah, Cerebot has a lot of responses. You can also do exclamation point cat facts and dog facts and stuff, and it will show you that too. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of commands with the Cerebot as well. You're sleepy, so there's a chance you fall asleep to stream again. That's understandable though, because I am streaming quite late. So I am surprised that you're here at all. Because I thought you would be sleeping at this time. But hello, God of Titties, exactly. It just works so well. Because, you know, where's the lie? Where is the lie? You know? But it is officially Thursday, the best day of the week. Exactly. Exactly. Vepri roots, yeah. Vep roots. Ginger tabby cats can have freckles around their mouths and on their eyelids. So basically like any other ginger. Maybe that seems just like a ginger thing, to be honest. I'm not technically a ginger, but I do have that trait. I don't spend as much time in the sun though, but I do get a lot of freckles. I don't get that many freckles in my face anymore. Mostly on my arms, on my shoulders and stuff. I just make sure that I wear a lot of sunscreen too, so it doesn't appear that easily then either, but yeah. But how have you all been doing though? It's been 84 years. I know now it's actually been the exact amount that it's supposed to be between last stream of the week and first stream of the week. It was just last week I ended up just streaming once, which is not how it's supposed to be, but and it's been a weird few weeks, really. So hopefully we're back to normal-ish, I say, when I start streaming at 1 AM. At least with the days. Maybe not the time, but the days. But I have said that I would be kind of flexible with that. Oh, this song is just so good. It goes so hard. Don't spend much time in the sun. I do when it's summer-ish. I actually like sitting outside reading. And then, but if I'm out walking, I usually wait until the sun goes down. I don't know. I'm just not good with warm weather. And I'm also stingy, so it's like, well, at least then I can save on sunscreen. Which is also a reason why I don't really, well, I'm always covered up. Like my arms and stuff like that. Because like at least I don't have to use sunscreen there, you know? The sun takes you away, but to be fair, I haven't been playing this game while there's been much sun. We only just got sun this past week or so. Been a good day. Even better now that you're here. That's because you're here. You specifically, well, actually all of you, but like, you know what I mean. How's my day been today? Did I have a cheese? No. Wednesday is not a cheese disc day. But I've had 2 naps today. Because I don't know what my sleep schedule is right now. So I had a nap until like an hour before I pinged people saying that I would go live in 2 hours. So I don't know, I've been reading a bit too. I won't lie though, I am a little bit nervous about this event because they say to be guaranteed to get both cards, you have to pull, well, maximum 150 times. So you need 150 tickets or wishes, maximum. I have about 84 right now. No, 85. And, well, I will get some more diamonds when the day resets. So, and I'm pretty sure that I am at 70 pity too. Because during Raphael's birthday banner, I just had to do like single pulls towards the end. So I don't have higher pity than 70. I just did it like a single pull hoping for the best, and then finally I got it, so. Days have been unusually calm lately. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, you'd think it would be a good thing, but I guess it depends on the person, you know? Know what you mean? 2 naps sounds heavenly. Yeah, it's just been, instead of having actual full night sleep, I guess. I say night as if I sleep during the night, but you know what I mean. Speaking of sun, someone please take part of yours. But now we have sun too, so we can't have double suns. Can we? I don't think we can. You're just gonna have to keep it, so don't. Yeah, myth cards. It's like the. I would say that it's probably like the biggest type of event in these types of games. So it is a pretty big deal. But this is the first time they've rerun a myth. And I'm a little bit worried because based on the leaks and stuff, it's very likely... No, this is actually not based on leaks. This is just speculations. That Lumiere will be in May, most likely, because that's when it came out last year. And then this is actual leaks. That Raphael's new myth will come out in June. So I am a little bit worried about that because I won't have a lot of time to save. So we'll see if I'm even gonna pull for Silas's birthday and stuff. And then it's about high time that they do a Xavier solo banner as well. And he deserves that, but at the same time, my wallet is saying, you know, that can also wait. But fair is fair. He should also have one soon, because it's been ages since he had one. Calm days are definitely a good thing. Okay, that's good. That's good. I would definitely say that it is. So I'm glad. Still salty about having to de-ice your car yesterday. Wait, really? So it's been colder for you than it's been here. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it has been that cold really early in the morning. Combine the total sun we have and then split it in half evenly so we have the same sun. But don't we already have the same sun, Sodot? Don't we already have the same sun? I just wish you had snow there. Where in the world are you from, Daydream? You don't have to say if you don't feel comfortable with it, but I'm just nosy. It's okay if there's no sun sharing as well, of course. Justice for Xavier, yeah. I mean, it's been really quiet for him. Saw some leakers saying that we'll only get a solo banner on his birthday? Wait, what? That's insane. Why? That makes no sense. Why does he only get on his birthday and everyone else gets solo banners outside of that? Makes no sense. Hey Toonie, what monster hunter mod is this? Wait, what monster are you referring to? Are you calling me a monster? It was quite early before 7, so the sun was barely up. But hey Toonie Boons. Maybe he's sleeping and that's why he's so quiet right now. That's why we need a solo banner to wake him up, you know? But yeah, I mean... That's weird though. I feel like, so obviously you should take all the leakers with like a grain of salt, or like what they say you should take with a grain of salt. But so far the predictions have been, or like the leaks so far have been right. But that one I hope isn't, because that is not fair. That's not fair. You're in South America. Do get a bit of snow, but not enough to pile and depends on the year. Ah, okay. That makes sense. As someone who... I mean, I guess there's a little bit of snow outside still, but only like a few bits here and there. But it's not... It's nice for a little bit, but you get bored of it pretty quickly. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of like really warm weather, but I'm also not a fan of super cold either. I love spring and autumn. The in-between seasons. Don't blame your bad jokes for 2 hour just chatting stream before I actually play Dredge. Then no. It's been quite a while since that happened, Toonie. I know that is like an inside joke at this point, but I haven't really been talking for that long. For most of my streams for about at least 6 months, I think. I've been pretty good at playing the game. Not as much yapping. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I just need to have more chatting in my stream. But I just haven't had the energy for it, to be honest. You wanna call me a monster? Sure. Cleo be asleep on you, it's very cute. I saw a picture in the Discord. It's nice until the people in course disagree. Or the rain does. So you get all slushy snow on the ground instead. That is the worst. And then when it freezes and the snow is just ice instead, also terrible. See, it's just a hassle most of the time. And I'm a person that used to love snow. It's not like I hate it or anything. I don't like it as much anymore. And I don't even have a car. Autumn is best season. Agreed. That is my favorite season as well. I used to love spring as well, but it's pretty dull. Like the colors and everything, not very spring-like anymore, because you don't really get to have actual spring for more than like a couple of weeks here, and then it's just summer. So I feel like it's not that, like, spring isn't the same anymore. You know, it's just kind of beige. Because everything is just dead, and then 2 weeks you have a few flowers blooming here and there, and then it's just summer. All extremes are bad after all, even in weather. True. True. You hug me, but I don't... Well, actually, hug is nice. Spring is allergies time? That's fair. That is fair. I don't have allergies, but when I meet anyone who has them and see how much they struggle during springtime, I feel for you, because that really sucks. Or must suck, because I can't tell, but it doesn't all look like a good time. It was a no touch. Yeah, good. Air hug? No, actually, you know, I'm fine with that. Because, the thing is, when it comes to... I actually really like hugs. But I'm really bad at initiating hugs, if that makes sense. I know this sounds really stupid. Well, actually, maybe not stupid, but it sounds kind of silly. But I feel like it might be a Norwegian thing, maybe. I just have this fear of rejection. I don't want a hug to be rejected, because so that I just play it safe by not doing it. Oh, Ryan, hello, hello. Hello, thank you so much for stopping by, Ryan. I'm so happy to see you. And Maddie too. Hello, Maddie. You're supposed to be asleep but woke up, but now you're wide awake, so better be here and vibe. Oh, no. You need I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes my brain can't decide what to say if I have like two different thoughts in my head. And then I just short circuit, really. But I'm sorry you can't sleep though, Maddie. Hopefully it just takes... Maybe you will just fall asleep while watching the stream. If you're a friend and we have that type of relationship, hug away. Most other people stay away. Yeah, but that's the thing. You never know. So I would rather be respectful and assume that people aren't comfortable with it. Or maybe they just can't stand me. And then they would like it if someone else did it, you know? So... It's always nice to be sure, I guess. But yeah, we Norwegians are very, our space is very important, like personal space. You can tell if you take any public transportation here, you can tell everyone is just standing far away from each other while waiting for public transportation, but also sitting in there. Like, no one wants to sit next to a stranger unless it's too crowded not to. It's kind of funny because it's like, I always thought that was normal, but then no, it's just a cultural thing. You decide you're too excited to be anxious? You know, that's good. That is good. If you can ignore the anxiousness, that's the best thing. And I'm glad that you're here. Sometimes you don't know if the person is open to accept the hug. Exactly, exactly. And it's really, yeah, it's really awkward if they don't like it. You do have to try to be asleep early because you have therapy tomorrow, but... wait. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, we will... Well, the thing is, I would say we will tell you to go to sleep, but at the same time, I know that won't work. So... Your hands are shaking! No, it's okay! It's okay. Just take a deep breath, Orion. If you do, take it as a compliment, so fingers crossed. I will. It's actually, that was also an inside joke for a while. I used to have people fall asleep in my stream so often. And at one point, during one stream, 3 people watching my stream fell asleep. And at first I was kind of offended. I was like, is it that boring here? Like, I was like, is it that boring here? But it was just because people were tired and it was soothing, I guess. So it wasn't It was more like jokingly offended. I was being offended in a jokingly way. I feel that's also there in Finland about the personal space. Maybe it's a Nordic thing. I think so. It's just the a cold northerner type of thing. You just hope it will last, the personal space thing, or the anxiety staying away. Because I mean both would probably be good. Don't sleep, just close your eyes for a while. That also helps sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it does. There's a not so nice smell from outside. Wait, even if you have the window closed? My voice is super relaxing. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. And thank you. Kitty says hi. Hello, Kitty. Hello, hello. Voice is very calming, so that's probably why. Maybe, maybe. Voice is very soothing and stream is cozy. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, so that's something that I was very insecure about for a long time after I started streaming, because it's like all these people that do well on Twitch are like super energetic and very seemingly outgoing and chatty people that are very loud. And I can never be that type of person. And I was really sad about it for a while because like I can't fake that stuff. I mean, some people might actually fake it because sometimes you do have to exaggerate. Like I don't sit and talk to myself like I do now. But I'm still like, this is how I am when I talk to people. But the fact that some people actually deliberately get even more talkative and louder than they usually are for stream, I can't do that. I can't do that. You're one of those slippers. Hey, Ashen1, hello. There's no chance you're going to wake you up with a high-pitched scream like unlike Lua. See, that's a thing that is surprising to me because she didn't used to be that loud before. I mean, to an extent she was, but I feel like she has changed a little bit in that sense. Like she's become more than she was. So that's also why I can't really be in the stream anymore. Like I used to really enjoy it, but it's the thing with any stream. If people become too loud and stuff, I don't have the capacity or energy to be there. So I just have to leave. So that's why, like, you know, it's nice that people have different types of content for different people because, you know, someone's gonna like what you put out there, I guess. Even if it's not what most people seem to prefer. There will always be someone, I guess. You meant the excitement over anxiety, but maybe the personal space thing as well. That's fair. It's not been open in a while. That's weird. Should we come to Finland and give you a hug, fully realizing it would be unexpected and don't know each other? Well, good luck with that, alright. No, Toonie. Yeah, some smells come easily inside or just smell them more. It's also scents carry farther as well when it's colder outside. So you'll be more prominent the colder it is. Slippers? I just assumed it was a... I just assumed it was a type of saying. You one of those slippers, yeah. I assumed what you meant, but I was like, oh, Maybe that's some type of slang that I'm not familiar with. I don't know. Stream is perfect. Get kind of tired when people are too energetic around you. Thank you. That's good to hear. I'm the same way. I get very easily overstimulated. So if people are very loud and very talkative and just all over the place, very chaotic streams and stuff, I can do that once in I don't know. It's very rare for me to be able to handle that. The more authentic, the better. Exactly. Exactly. You were both loud and quiet when you streamed, fully dependent on the game and if you played with others. That's fair. I'm also that type of person that I kind of adapt to others around me. So if I'm with, like, I guess I kind of absorb other people's energy. Not in like a energy vampire type of thing, but like I just get the type of energy that people around me has. So if I'm around someone who is quiet and calm and stuff, I'm gonna be the same way. But if I'm with someone who is super talkative and full of energy and stuff, I'm also gonna match their energy, you know? So I get that. But for me, when I'm just by myself, I cannot force myself to be chaotic and loud and stuff. Would probably politely refuse. Now you made it seem like a challenge. Yeah, see, I'm the same way. I feel really bad because even with my cats, if they come near me when I'm, you know, overstimulated or just, you know, I get mad. Not at them in that sense, but I can feel my skin crawling and I just want them away from me. And I feel really bad all the time whenever that happens. But sometimes you just can't have anything near you. Like anyone living near you, you know? If the people you played with were loud, you'd be much louder than normal. I feel like that's pretty normal, though. Isn't it? Maybe? We hear a bunch of chill cuties. You damn right. You damn right. Everyone is just vibing. It's true. It is true. Speaking of vibing, though, we can vibe and talk while playing some Dredge, too. And yeah, we are gonna play Dredge first. For about maybe a couple of hours, and then we gotta switch over to Love and Deep Space because we're gonna do the polls today, which I'm excited for, but I'm also really nervous because I don't know if I have enough, but we're hoping that it is enough. But see, the event is also just for a week, so there will be a possibility to get the stuff later before the event ends. So it doesn't have to happen today, but I still want it to happen today. It doesn't feel very fun when you feel like you can't hug or touch something if it's a pet or close person like that, but has to be try to not blame himself and stuff. True, true. But I feel really bad when I live by myself and my cats don't really have anyone but me. So when I kind of reject them, I feel really bad. So I don't know. I played a lot of Dredge. You kind of been recommended the game, but not sure if you would actually want to try it sometime. This is the third time I'm playing it. So I haven't really gotten too far into it, but it is pretty nice and chill and also terrifying at the same time. It's a weird mix. It's a weird mix. Trust in the power of only the titties come home. I will keep that in mind. It will happen. It will happen. I have said, even if I have to pay money to get those cards, I will. I just hope that I won't, because I'm not free to play, but I am a very low spender. I only spend if I have to. It's like my last resort. But I don't want to if I can avoid it. So it will happen anyway. And I do have over half of the pulls that I need to be guaranteed both of the cards. So it will happen. Cats have each other, they don't need you. Okay, they do, but they need to learn. The thing is, they don't get along very well. They do not get along very well. Tusta can't stand Sirius, but Sirius, he also picks on her a lot. Even though he loves her, but he also picks on her to get my attention. Because she's very, like, he's dramatic, but she gets dramatic when he gives her attention that she doesn't want. I don't know. It's a very chaotic here sometimes. Sometimes cats don't want to be a pet either, or being interacted with, so it's equal. I wish that was the case with my cats, to be honest, because I don't know. I feel like I reject them more than they reject me, and it makes me feel really bad. I'm gonna get some sleep, have a wonderful time, and get some good pulls. Thank you so much, Scoot. I hope you have a wonderful sleep, and get some good rest. You need it, and you deserve it. Is the God of titties reference short for something, or does it like mean boob? Well, it's the actual name is God of the Tides, but his upper body is showing, so it's like it's just funny to say God of titties. So it just makes it more fun. Is Dredge a visual novel? No, it's not a visual novel. You can see. It's like the meme, this is Bob. Bob likes his personal space. This is Larry, and Larry also likes Bob's personal space. I don't know if I've seen that meme, but I'm also terrible with memes, as you guys know. Cats leave me alone, I'm vibing. Also, cats love me now, mortal slave. Exactly. And my cats are more the second one. Let their edition light the way, guys. His upper body's buffed. And people, I feel like people think that he is, well, I mean, he is probably the least buff out of all of them, to be fair. But to me, he's still pretty buff. You'll be lurking for a few minutes, but you'll be back soon. Be safe. Okay, so what are we doing right now? Do I have lumber? Because there was a place that I needed to deliver some of these things. Wait. Yeah, I have lumber here. So we could do that. I don't know if I remember the controls now. Oh. Oh. Yeah, let's just do some fishing here, and then see how it goes. Yeah, Dredge is just basically a fishing game, but it has a story too. It's kind of Lovecraftian in a way. So it has some creepiness to it. So fishing after dark, spoopy. And for those of you who know me, I am terrified of deep, dark oceans and stuff. Even in game. So it has been a mix of, you know, chill, but also terrifying gameplay. So we're still following the theme of the ocean today in both games. Not all fish are treated equally. Smaller species can sometimes be more delicious and more valuable than larger ones. You played Stardew together and that has been nice. There's been lots of fishing. You and June. I mean, I assumed you meant you and June. You got a PlayStation 5 in December? Oh, you've been wanting that for a long time. What have you been playing? Like, specifically PlayStation 5 games. Have you been playing Baldur's Gate on it? Because I know you had some issues with your PC not handling it very well. Hold on. I need to look at the map. Oh, I'm heading the wrong way. I need to go north. That way. I might die on the way there, but... Oh, I used the... I used it for too long. That has never happened before. So you can do like the engine thing. Okay, let me just readjust to the gameplay a little bit. Because yeah. I need to be careful. You're not supposed to use the what's it called? You know when you boost the engine? I want to guess what was the first game you played on it? Hollow Knight? Or was it Demon Souls? Maybe? Bloodborne? I don't know. You're not open your PlayStation 4 this year yet? You still need to get the new PC or help first to get it and knowledge. Epic Drift. You also been trying to think of a game that would be casual for you because you can't do things casually. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do with this game. Because I have been playing Metaphor, ReFantasio, but I needed something a little bit more casual. No, what am I doing? What? I'm trying to... repair stuff. You were thinking of Hollow Knight to be... but it wasn't? What was it then? Stardew Valley is not a casual game for you, but it is chillable with a lot of thinking and routine, so it can take a lot. But in a specific thing that is for you fun. Yeah. It's like this game is probably easier to play in a more casual way. I'm not gonna risk heading back before it's dark now. Because this one doesn't have as many features as Stardew Valley. PG3 was the first game you did buy for the PlayStation 5, but the second game you did... You played on it? I see, I see. I also started a playthrough together of Baldur's Gate 3 with June, but it's still not finished because your own run, you have issues now with the game. You made some decisions and stuff happen, and you haven't been able to play it since or want to at all. Is it decisions you regret making? You like rhythm games casual? You can just turn off your brain off. Yeah. Oh, I love. Have you played Melatonin? That was the last rhythm game that I played. That was a lot of fun, and I also really enjoyed the music. I used to play the music on stream for the game, because it was so catchy, you know. I think this is the right way. Right way-ish. Yeah, so when you look at the bottom left corner, the meter there will show the engine. If it gets overheated, and that was what happened. Oh, look at that! Orcas! I hope they can't kill me. I've actually never seen them in the game before. Aw. I mean, they're dangerous, so you never know, but they seem to be fine. Oh, wait, that's a lighthouse. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Dude, my sense of... Oh, yeah. I went a little bit too far. My sense of direction is terrible. You heard about it but never tried. You go to his Mustache. Mustache was probably the first one that I also got on Steam. I enjoy that too. Do you play with controller or keyboard? Because I used a controller, but I heard that keyboard was much easier. So I didn't do very well. Maybe I should try with keyboard and mouse, or I guess it's just keyboard. Wait, a blue mackerel? Wasn't that someone who needed that? On an island? Damn, there were a lot of them here. You play a car like Origin Run, and that was fun and devastating, and then started a Star in Origin Run where you aim is to get the trophy for the one evil ending, non-dirge, and you thought you could make some other not good choices and also do the Ascension as well, but you in Act 2. You don't really want to think about it, but yeah. That honestly sounds devastating. I don't know if I could do that as a Star in Origin Run. So I don't blame you. I do not think that I could do that. Oh shit. No. Stuff. Stuff. All the loot that I have to leave behind before it gets dark. I mean, I probably don't have to, but... Squib! Melatonin is very fun for you. It's sometimes it's too bright and you haven't played it in a long time, but you want to one day get all the stuff in it. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could get all of the stuff, but you can what I would do, Orion, because I think that's something that I did with the game too, is just turn off the blue light, or like use the blue light filter or night mode on PC. That's what I do sometimes with games that are really bright. Like there are some point and click games, or like, you know, hidden objects types of games in black and white. With those games I have to turn that on because it's just too bright for me. Keyboard all the way. How many times have you been playing Baldur's Gate 3? I don't want to risk any spoilers and stuff. I meant you, Daydream, by the way. Didn't know it had night mode? No, I just mean PC, not the game itself. Because I use that for a lot of things. Especially when I'm close to having a migraine and stuff, if I still want to be on my PC, because as long as I just stay, you know, in one place and don't exert myself in any way, I can still sit in front of a screen, as long as I just turn off the blue light on my PC. So I have that on quite often. You finished some Origin runs, one normal run and one honor. Damn. You've definitely done more than I have. Wait, you haven't played Dirge? I have done 2 full runs on stream. And then I have one run that I never finished. That is still in Act 3. That was off stream. But yeah, I did an evil Dirge run on Tactician. That was the last one that I did. And that was interesting. That was interesting. You don't know if this PC even has that option. It's very... Is this a very new thing? You see snooze thing? It's not really new, but it is new-ish in the sense that it's... I just haven't enabled it until now. But it's more so if I am busy with something in the game and I can't snooze, and, you know, it just makes it so that mods can snooze for me if I need it. But Dirt seems so fun. Save the best for last. Yeah, I definitely... Now it's like, I cannot go back to a normal run. Because Dirge just kind of fills in the blanks of everything. Or like, it would feel like something was missing if you didn't play it on normal. Or like, if you did play it on normal now. For me. So... I've compared it to watching Lord of the Rings extended versus the normal versions. It's like, once you watch the extended versions, you don't want to go back to the normal ones. It's kind of the same thing, at least to me. But I highly recommend it though. But it is rough. I won't lie to you. It is difficult. Not difficult in the sense that it is... The gameplay is harder, necessarily, but more so that it is... If you have a difficulty making tough choices, Dirge might be rough for you, because it was rough for me. And I decided to go full evil. Not full evil, But, like, whenever there was an option, a dirge-specific option, I always went for that. Because I wanted to save a redeemed dirge run for last. Because I still haven't done that. I've only done an evil one. And I've been saving that. I was planning on doing that on stream. But I still haven't gotten around to it. And it's also been difficult to decide. Because I don't want to do a dirge run and an honor mode run in one. I'm not going to spoil why. But there is a reason for that. And so I've considered doing an Astarian origin run for honor mode where I romance Karlach, because then you get the achievement for romancing Karlach. Because I don't know why they decided to do that. Every single companion, like, well, not a single companion has an achievement attached to you dating them except for her. And I feel like that's... I don't like that. I do not like that. Because I don't want to feel like I have to force myself to romance someone in the game just to get the achievement. Unless the game was specifically for that and nothing else. That's a different thing, but it's not, so. I don't know if yeah, I don't like that, but I will do it though, because I want to get all the achievements at some point. Are you fully zoned out? You didn't fall asleep, Maddie? So it's not to be pressed immediately when it comes up? No, no, no. It's just an option. If you make the Ascension yourself in Origin Run, you don't have to do it when he is on the party and you were debating on different Origin runs. But like challenge runs, there's the trophy for multi-class without withers, and you want to make it like a run, not like just make one character, not... I see. But I mean, you don't have to do the Ascension thing at all. It's not an achievement. But if you do an evil... No, I mean, you can't be a dirge in an origin run, because dirge is an origin. But, yeah, there's not an achievement attached to whether you go one or the other way with the Astarian. You play in a very weird way, like crazy builds and picking chaotic dialogue routes. You're planning to play more seriously with the dirge? Yeah, I'm a very much a self-insert in most games that I play, where I can customize my character. So I was basically just a chaotic good character in my first run. It's like, I made a lot of chaotic decisions just because I'm nosy. I'm too nosy, IRL, to not do it. But I couldn't do any like really bad stuff because I wouldn't do that IRL. So then it's like, I feel like it's fun to do a self-insert run, especially the first time. Ended up deciding on the Astarian run and also to try to get the evil out of the way. There was some stabbing and stuff happen and you couldn't. But maybe some break will make it nicer when you get out of your run with June. Yeah. I feel like if I were to do an evil origin character, I would go with a Shadowheart personally. Because I know this is gonna sound weird to most people, but I actually, after I did the evil dirge run, I decided to give them all their like evil routes if it was possible. I couldn't do it with Lae'zel for some reason because I didn't kill Voss. I didn't know I had to do that. So turning her into the more evil version of herself didn't work after that. Because I needed such a high roll. But yeah, Shadowheart going the evil route with her was... Actually, I know this probably sounds really stupid, but I actually really liked her better as like DJ Short than as a Cellunite. And let me just say, her looks as a Dark Justiciar is like the top tier look for her as well. Because she gets to have the dark hair, but she doesn't have the stupid bangs. She still has the same hairstyle as the white hair, but she gets to have the dark hair instead, which is the best, in my opinion. It's not just because of that though, but I just find that route more interesting for her, because it feels more natural in a way, even though I couldn't really get on board with the whole her just switching overnight to being a Cellunite. It didn't feel natural to me, the switch. It went too fast. It didn't have a natural build-up. Even though I know she was influenced and everything, it just... her changing her whole personality overnight didn't work for me. I couldn't get behind it. You're also trying to plan and prep for honor runs, so you want to make different runs, but now it's on pause. I also have a lot of plans with Baldur's Gate 3, but I needed to take a break. I was afraid of getting bored with it if I played it for too long. Or not bored with it, but more so... because we're getting an ad starting now, so I'm just gonna keep talking. I was afraid of getting sick of the game, but I really don't want that to happen. Your last build was the druid who mainly applied damage by jumping on enemies in bear form. The higher it was, the higher the damage. I was looking for high placed platforms. I've seen that happen with the owlbear too. It looks like a lot of fun. I think, did I? Because I was only a druid on my off-stream playthrough. And I do think that I tried to do like fall damage or like jumping on enemies to kill them and stuff. It's pretty fun. You just looked at your ceiling for a bit. No thoughts in your mind at all. It was quite nice. That's good. That is good. You want to do all the romances as well, but there's too many builds and permutations to do, so it's a long list. Same. I technically would like to do that, but it's like... I have a really hard time romancing anyone that isn't a historian. You try to romance other people, but Will is always the one to charm you. I love that, actually. It's the same for me, but with Astarion, just because, you know... I mean, you know that Raphael is my favorite, so, you know, I know people say that... like, go from Astarion to Silas. To me, that makes no sense, except if it's only superficial with, like, the looks and stuff. To me, Raphael and Astarion are much more similar. And that's... I just like the sassiness and the I don't know, there's just something about silly men. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to do all origins, all versions of runs. I do too, but it's so difficult. You will cry? What do you mean? But it doesn't happen overnight. It kind of feels like it does, because let's be real, the whole trip is very short. There's season build-up and dialogue way before it happens. Technically, yes, but I mean, I mean, just her personality. I think this is something you might not notice unless you have Astarion in your party more, because she's extra mean to him. So it feels more jarring to see the difference if you have him in your party all the time, and then you see that she just completely switches. Because she is so mean to him. all the time. And then suddenly she's not. Or I guess there's one time that she's really, really mean. Right before you go to... that actually made me really mad. She was so mean right before you went to... into the... Tsar Palace. And... he just makes a joke. And she basically threatens to stake him. But it's like, she doesn't say it in a jokingly way. You can tell that it's like... I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me, the way that she jokes. In that way. In that sense. I don't know. Then you have to play as Astarion. Yes, but then it's like, but I don't... That's why I'm saying that that's the only way that I'm gonna romance Karlach, is if I play as him. So that was my plan for an honor mode run, to play as Astarion and then romance Karlach. It's the only thing that I can manage to do. Astarion is such a drama queen. All characters are really likable if you take this time to get to know them. True, true. There's not a single character that I dislike. For Shadowheart, she was the closest to the one that I disliked, but it was mainly because of who she reminds me of. And so she's kind of triggering for me in some ways. So that's why I have some issues with her. But that's a me thing, though. But those are all just points, Ryan. I'm just talking about, I'm only talking about her personality, not in practicality what she does and doesn't do. It's more about her behavior or like the way she talks and stuff. I don't know. It's also been way too many months since I played it. I haven't touched the game since July. We're talking about Astarion? No, we're talking about Baldur's Gate 3 in general. You've seen June play with Astarion in party versus down in your camp, and also depending on some choices, it is very different. Just also other people have different in camp. But yeah, I just don't like how she interacts with the other people, really. And that's... I don't know. Will's got your heart since the first time you saw him dancing. He's such a prince. He is... I'm sensing... See, you have a type. I have a type. I see a pattern here. Daydream goes for all the princes, you know? You have Will, you have Xavier, and then you have me going for the sassy ones. Like Astarion and Raphael. You know? There's a pattern here. We recognize each other, yeah. It's also nice to play with different team compositions to get different interactions as well, too. True, true. Like, even Will has something really unhinged that he says to Astarion, which was like damn, did you, like, you out of all people, did you just tell him that? And that was wild. It's so hard when something seems to work. Like, yeah, I agree with that. It took me a while to switch out Karlach with Lae'zel, because I used, like, my party in my first playthrough felt like the perfect party for me. Because I had Astarion, I had Karlach, and I had Shadowheart. And it seemed perfect because you had someone who could do magic and heal, but also do melee damage. And then you had Karlach, who was, you know, berserker, for me at least. And Astarion, who also, like, because he was an arcane trickster for me. So he also did magic and melee damage. And then you had me, who was, I was a bard and a ranger. It was just such a good team. I don't know, I just really liked it. You were speaking about her being too brainwashed. That's fair. I don't know if, I don't really have an opinion on that part, but... You had some issues with Lae'zel at first, mainly because you're really bossy, and she also is. But now we admire her. Still wouldn't go for the romance path with her, though. Yeah, the thing is... In my first playthrough, I ended up killing Lae'zel. Not because I wanted to, because in my first playthrough, I decided to not have any... I didn't do any save scumming. I didn't do any save scumming. And I had to choose between her and Shadowheart because of their fight in camp. And I did a bad roll, which resulted in me having to choose between the two. I couldn't make them make up with each other. And then I went with Shadowheart simply because she was already in my party. So it made sense for me to stick with her. But it wasn't because I disliked Lae'zel, it was just because I had to make the choice. I actually really like Lae'zel. I really like her much more than Shadowheart. I like her much more. And honestly, if I were to choose someone that I wanted to romance next, it would probably be Lae'zel, actually, because she comes across as this really tough and difficult person to get through to. But then once you get to that point, from what I've seen, I haven't seen much because I try to not see too much, but she seems so kind of like poetic and really, I don't know. She seems so genuine, and she also gives me very autism vibes, which I also really like, because she seems relatable in a lot of ways. So I really like Lae'zel. But it took me a while to like her that much, though, because I didn't get to have her in my party for very long in my first playthrough. So I didn't get to see her properly until my second one. And she was the only one who got to stay a good person because everyone else turned evil. But hey, Palm, hello, hello. It would encourage to play with the different team comps because the characters interact differently, but also it's for you. Yeah, I mean, I did play with a completely different team the second time. Not completely different, but it was... The only one that I don't switch out is Astarion. Everyone else I switch out. So I had, in my second run, I had Astarion, I had Lae'zel, and well, I did have Menthara, but who was the... Because I don't think it was Gale, was it? No, I think it was Gale, but... Because the only ones who know, I don't know if I should say this, because I don't know how much people will know or don't know, so I'm not going to say it, but you only do one team start to finish because it's the most easiest for you and to get interactions as well. But on your Carlac run, you did switch some people to their... Yes, like you did bring a star into the place and it almost went badly because you forgot to not read the scroll, and then you didn't succeed the rolls many times, but the last reroll worked. Yeah, I've heard that you don't, like, if you don't read the scroll, he can't ascend, because then he won't know what to do with the ritual. I've heard, but I'm not sure. I did it for the plot. Laz is really wild in my stream times. I know. It's true. But I kind of like to, like... I feel like... To me, it feels really nice to not stick to the same schedule all the time as well. Simply because I feel like I need to kind of rebel a little bit against the whole system of how you're supposed to have a successful stream and everything. It really pisses me off, you know, all the rules that people say that to grow as a streamer you should have a set schedule and you should stream at this and this, like that, this amount of time, these days, and just, you know, follow all these rules. And it kind of pisses me off now that I'm just, you know, fucking, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be a part of this. It's really annoying. BG3 is a huge game, endless possibilities. Yeah, that's also why I needed to take a break, because I would hate to get burnt out on what is one of my favorite games now. So I needed to take a break to really be able to keep the love for it the same that it is now. But I have so many plans. Or if one spawn not alive, that was your backup plan, but then you forgot about it as well. Luckily, it turned out nice. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like for me, the scariest part of an honor mode run wouldn't be Cazador or anything like that. That actually turned out really well. On my tactician run. The problem for me would be Orin. That went really well on the first, on my first playthrough. I didn't die. But on tactician, as a dirge, that was rough. That was rough. And there's lads to be had. Exactly. Exactly. There's stuff that really can help but are not absolutes, and you think also depends what person you want to be, the growth and stuff. Wait, what do you mean? A new patch is also coming with new subclasses. Yeah, I don't really... I don't really know how interested I am in the subclasses though, personally. Not sure if you could TP out. I mean, you did the fight with your party and then before the coffin, try to get him from camp, and that worked. Without the hunters coming there as well before the stuff. Oh, wait, really? Interesting. Your problem in honor mode was Gortash? Took you some tries? Yeah, on tactician that worked really well for me too. But I had a hack that really worked for me. The only two things that I struggled with on tactician, like really struggled, were Jesus Christ, why am I blanking? Why am I blanking on the name? You know, at the end of Act 2, Jesus Christ, why am I blanking on his name? So bad. Ketheric, that's the one, yes. Ketheric is what I struggle with. And Orin. Everything else went fine. Everything else I did on the first try. I was really nervous about House of Hope. That one's surprisingly okay. Gortash as well. It's all because I used the globe of invulnerability. And I couldn't do that during Ketheric. I couldn't do that then. So, you know, it didn't... But in Act 3, it kind of trivializes a lot of them. But that's also why, like, I don't think I would struggle with Orin if I didn't play as a Dirge. And mind you, I was playing a sorceress. Or sorcerer. And Orin is resistant to magic as well. So that was rough. That was really rough. The fight before the Netherbrain also went on the first try, I think. I don't know. It's been many months now. But Honor Mode also adds the legendary actions for bosses and most mini bosses as well that are not in Tactician. That's not true. That is not true. Tactician is the exact same way. They do have legendary actions. That's why I did a Tactician run. Because I didn't know until I... Well, actually, I didn't know until I started it. Because I assumed the same thing you did. But then once I did play Tactician, that's what fucked me over with the Ketheric fight, actually. Because I wasn't aware. It wasn't until I got into the Ketheric fight that I found out that you also get legendary actions on Tactician. No, it's not a resistance. It wasn't a legendary action. Ryan, I have looked at this afterwards too. You not had them and you do Tacticians now. But how far are you into it though? Because it didn't occur to me until I got to Ketheric. It wasn't until then. And it does what is that legendary action again? I forgot what it is. We did a Karlach on Tactician? No, but they did do legendary actions too. It wasn't just resistance. Because my fight with Cazador was also different. Because he had the Why? See, it's been too long now. But he also had some new attacks and stuff, but I forgot what it was. Unless they changed that in a patch after I did it, they do have the same as Honor Mode. But I finished my Tactician run in... I think it was in July. So if that has changed, it must have... Well, if it doesn't have the legendary actions anymore, it must have been changed because they did when I played it. It wasn't just resistance. Because the resistances, those were pretty obvious from the beginning. But it didn't occur to me until I fought Ketheric that they also had legendary actions. As I wasn't aware of it at first. But it's also random whether he does do his legendary action or not. Because some people I also have seen didn't experience it at all. So you can have really bad RNG with it too. But yeah, Action 1 is today's third. I realized that I had been paused for ages now without actually doing anything in the game. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to do that. Game was a good background sound. Yeah, the music in this game is really nice. It is pretty nice. Let me just get rid of all this stuff. Wait, no, I can fish that too. We can have room for one more. There we go. It feels relaxing, but also melancholic and also a bit nostalgic. It is really nice. I do enjoy it. Yeah, there were some planks that I was supposed to bring. Steel point up here. Yes, I was on the right track. Ah, fine. Oh, a three-headed cod. I got a trophy. I think some boss did have the legendary thing, but like you might remember wrong because the hag's legendary action is like if you use magic, she does the thing, but that didn't happen. Wait, was it here? Hold on. No. Oh yeah, it is. Never mind. But of course I don't have the... No, I do... Wait. Ah, Jesus. Never mind. There are other examples as well, but it's been a long time as well, but also maybe there was a thing that didn't work. You should be able to read them and they are not there to be read. This song feels like a villain's theme. Damn it. Okay, so I have to go and pick up the planks to do that. I thought maybe I could have access to my storage. But I couldn't. Mm. But no, there was a specific action that Ketherick did that he only do on honor mode that really fucked with me in my run. And that's when it occurred to me, like, damn, they do actually have those there? Because I didn't think that they did. I do have something I can sell on the other side, though. Like this. Wait. Also, doesn't he have something with the deliver flag? Yeah. So you found a scrap of fabric, eh? Let me see. Unique design. Do you want to attach it now? Sure. As you wish. What can I help you with today? Nothing else, I don't think. We have a pirate flag now. So the wiki says legendary actions are available resource to some characters in honor mode. I think the dragon did have a legendary action on both Place and Tactician. There's a post about a year ago where people say there's a bug in game that some bosses have legendary actions in Tactician when they shouldn't. Maybe it was a bug? I didn't do the dragon though, because I... Naturally, when you do an evil dirge run, you can't have... Well, because of certain actions, you can't have Will in your party, so I didn't really see any points in going to the dragon. But Ketherick, he did definitely have a legendary action. And there was something else with the hag too, I just don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was a legendary anything though. Well, no, I mean, I don't know. You've seen some legendary actions from the videos you have watched, so honor mode challenges, and those have not happened to you on Tactician. Yeah, but I didn't go to the dragon though. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hey, Kaylin. Hello, hello. I feel he is not super integrated to that quest, though, which is very unfortunate. True. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people seem to have not been happy about the changes they made from the what's it called? Dude, why am I blanking on everything today? Thank you for the emotes. How you doing though? It's nice to see you. Are you also a dredger? I don't know if that's a thing. Just early access, that's the word. Yes, I'm blanking on everything today. Ah, no, don't crash into that. Speaking of, we're gonna dredge. I didn't even have to bring planks with me. No, you never played this, but you have seen it. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty nice and chill game. Honestly, I haven't been playing much today. I've just been chatting for the most part. Wait, can I ask you what brought you in then? Because usually it is because of the game. Usually it's because of the game I'm playing, you know? Oh, damn, we need to hurry up. Wait, no. Hold on. What is this? I can have room for one of those. Or two. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna sleep here because I'm terrified of the dark in this game. We fishing. Yeah, we fishing. We're recommended and you like watching smaller streamers. Oh, that's nice to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Should return to the builder and let them know and deliver the materials. Who was the builder again? Spoke to a builder on the dock at Greater Marrow. Oh, okay. It's been like 2 weeks since I played this game now, so I've forgotten quite a few of the quests and stuff. The leaves are calling. Yeah, I usually tend to play a lot of indie games here. I am supposed to be playing Metaphor though, as well, but I've just taken a little bit of a break because I needed a break. Needed something a bit more casual to play. Wait, I can do this quicker. I tend to always make things extra difficult for myself. This is the little mirror though. I'm gonna go to the big one. Metaphor sounds familiar. It is an Atlas game. So it's like the same as Persona. But it's not a Persona game. But it is the same, made by a lot of the same people. And it's really good. It is really good. Oh yeah, the builder was here. You've done it? Well, no sense in wasting time. Let's get moving. Wait, where are you? Oh. Where am I supposed to take you? Good riddance to you, Greater Marrow. I'm onward bound. Am I supposed to take her where I got the materials, maybe? Yeah. It seems so. I'm gonna go back to nap again. Bless your faces. Yes, go get sleep. It's late. You need to get some rest. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, though. Art of the Silver Tongue. Check cabin for bonuses. 10% increased sell prices and 10% reduced buy prices. Oh, that's useful. You're a good nap? Me? Or Orion? up, Orion. Yes, yes, this will do. Thank you, fella. I'm no fella. Give me a short while to get things built here. You're welcome back anytime. She reaches into her toolbox and pulls out a handful of components. Take these. Always good to have on hand. Yes! Yes, they are. Which, do I not have? Wait. I was supposed to... Oh yeah, I can do that. I can get this one now. Twin prop engine now available in stores. I hope your handsome lad's got titties. Thank you. I hope so too. Yeah, we're gonna switch the game in about an hour. Then we'll find out. Not gonna lie, I am nervous. It's a pretty big deal. Damn. I mean, you can't see the inventory management properly because my whole face is in the way, but... I've been thinking that I should change up my overlays a little bit for stream, so it's more practical no matter what game I play. So I don't have anything covering up the gameplay at all. But you know, it takes some effort to just sit down and do that, so I haven't. Oh, damn. Voltaic grouper. Oh no, we're getting bad weather. So many of the commands in the stream are basically just inside jokes at this point. Oh damn, look at all my money. Holy crap. Let's see. This is the new engine. $36.8. Okay, so to storage? Sure. We can sell that. I'm rich. I am rich. God damn it. Inventory management is fun. Yeah, this game has actually inventory management as one of its tags on Steam too, I think. Unless it's in Stardew Valley multiplayer and you open chests in the morning and then it's evening already when you're done because time doesn't pause. Wait, time doesn't pause? Really? Oh, that sucks. So many different games can have so many different HUDs and layouts that it'll be a bit difficult to have one size fits all. True. That's why I'm considering just having one of those where it's just, even though the gameplay will be smaller, I feel like it would be better overall. But I'm also very stubborn, so I want to do everything myself instead of buying overlays and stuff. Or commission people to do it, so that's why everything takes extra long with me. Because I need to feel the, you know, inspiration and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna get that one. I don't need this one though, because this one also does shallow. What is this currency? I forgot that that was an actual command with that clip. Also, unless the inventory is bad to manage. Yeah, that's true. It's not fun. Like, I don't really like inventory management in Stardew Valley. I do not enjoy that. But in this game, I do enjoy it. Makes it because you have more people, you can still do more stuff, but also fishing is more difficult because time doesn't pause. Yeah, makes sense. Not hard mechanically, but less time in the day, and if you hook hard to fish at night, late, you can be close to not getting it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Do you have any ideas yet, or is that part of the inspiration part? I mean, I have some ideas, but not anything super clear, because if I know for sure, it's easier for me to get started, you know? You're downloading the coding command data. I think Stardew Valley inventory is okay and has some good things, but it's not the best. Yeah. I think it's more... I mean, I understand why it is the way it is. But I'm not a big fan of it. Dry dock, that's what I was gonna check. I have enough to do that. Yes! I have more slots now. I can do this too. I can do this too. A new hole? We can at least place the stuff we already have in storage. Even if it's not enough. Using controller versus keyboard can make a bit of a difference as well, but for Stardew Valley you feel the controller is not bad versus the keyboard. Some single things are more difficult. I don't think I've ever played Stardew Valley with a controller. You know about mobile version? I don't know either. It's annoying when you accidentally press the sort button on your own inventory and all your tools and food and everything gets put into one row. Yeah. Wait. So let me have a look at my inventory. I have more room. I have more space. And I'm faster now too. Holy crepe. I haven't really gone far today. Just been hanging around here, really. There was one guy who needed blue mackerel. I got a fancy one. Damn. There were a lot of them. I think he was on one of these. Oh, wait, what is this? What are you? I think this is one of the... I think I've had one of these before. Trying to put the items in the fair into the box is annoying in controller, but in general for you, controllers are way more comfortable. Usually I agree with that, yeah. I tend to stick with the controllers most of the time. But there's some games that make it easier, like Baldur's Gate 3, I definitely prefer with a keyboard and mouse. Was that a dolphin? Wait, this is a swordfish. I don't have room for that though. I can hear the dolphins. Where's the dude that I was looking for? I thought he was around here somewhere. Not even Sonic could go that fast. Wow, now you're just flattering me. I've not even been here before. I don't think. I am playing a dangerous game right now with the time. Ah, shit. There's stuff here too. A collection of cases have washed up against the shore. Some have already split open and lost their contents to the waves. I don't have room for all this. Well, I do now. It's too late. I'm gonna die. Maybe I'll be safe if I stay here. Don't think so. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I don't even know where else to go because it's dark. I haven't even used this before. Wait! Is that what the spyglass does? It lets you see a fish? I was gonna use it to see if I could find a dock. But my inventory is completely full. I don't want to lose it all. And BG3 is not bad either with controller. It's surprisingly nice, even though with mouse and keyboard you can do some stuff with control. Yeah, I mean, it's just a preference, really. Hades also has fishing. That's also one game you played a bit recently. Started a new run on PlayStation 5 because you downloaded the PlayStation 5 version. Your hands start to hurt because of all the buttons. Smashing with your right hand is very bad. Quickly. Oh, I see, I see. The first game you actually did play on PlayStation 5 was Astro's Playroom. That was free. Is that the one, like, the one before Astrobot or something? Only thing now is that you kind of want to get platinum on both versions now, but you can't play a lot because you hadn't heard, but then maybe one day. I mean, there's no rush, you know? Wait, why is time not passing? Now it is. Wait, it doesn't pass unless I move. You kidding me? So if I just stand still, I have not noticed that before. So I just have to go back and forth all night? I don't like that. Are there jump scares in the game? Not really. But I guess you could get jump scared if you get easily jump scared. Which I do. But there isn't really. Not actually. You don't know the Astro lore, but it's not the game that won the award. No, I know it's not the same one, but it is like the same little dude, you know? I think. I need to... yeah, you're not gonna get me to move out on the open water before it's light outside again, that's for sure. I can guarantee you that. I'm not gonna move around in circles though. It's just gonna get me dizzy. Just back and forth. I don't think anything showed up until like 3 a.m. or something. Speaking of, it is 3 a.m. right now for me. But I think I should be safe as long as there's... Well... As long as it's not deep water underneath me. And you get water and maybe some bread because you should be asleep soon, but you will not be, so that it doesn't go further if you haven't eaten. Yeah, go get food if you need to food before bed. Maybe you find a vampire fish or something if you go outside to open sea. No. Oh yeah, this also happens. You see the eye at the top of the screen? It gets angry. But it's almost okay now. It's almost daytime. There we go, I think. Well, the eye is still here, but... Ah, shit! What does that mean? No! thought I would be safe as long as it was daytime. I guess not. No, get away from me! I don't even know what it is. I think it's just because I'm insane now. Dude, I'm just looking for the dude that wanted blue mackerel. That's all. Was he over here, maybe? Not right here, but... over here? A werewolf fish and vampire fish. Oh, no. Wait. This is the dude. The hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point to a shape known as shown at the top. It appears to be blue mackerel. It's rotting, but it's fine. Take what you get. With expert precision, they plunge their hands through the gullet of the fish and tear out the heart. They stuff it into their mouth unceremoniously. Well, to each their own. More, still empty. They point to another shape on a second scroll. This one looks like a tiger mackerel. Well, I don't have one of those. At least I found the dude. So he was on the opposite side of where I went. Oh yeah, we're having an ad break. That's fine though. Not doing anything important. As clearly not from the Nordics, no respect for personal space. True, true. Oh shit, I'm going insane. Well, it wasn't really to get the like money for the fish. So even if it is rotting, that's fine. Photography equipment. A case containing professional looking camera equipment. Someone will be missing this. I'm gonna add that to storage, just in case. Tiger mackerel was easier to find though, because those were around where he was. I'm just gonna do some fishing. I need to get some more money because I spent quite a bit. I thought that was a tail of a really long geisha dragon. That's what you meant with jump scares. I mean, kinda. It's like you know that it's coming, but that still doesn't mean that it's not scary. It's still scary, you know? But I'm also easily spooked when it comes to things in the ocean. Ironically. Okay, let's head back. I think we're less mad when we get some sleep. Crazy but you free. That's how it be. Fish. Yeah, I was like gish. I don't know what that is, but you know, I'm sure it's something. So I didn't correct you. Anticipation can add a lot of scare. That's true. That is true. Okay, we're gonna... I am tempted to fish that one up too, but I won't. I think there should be some mackerels on the way. Not this one. Because when I got this quest, there were just a bunch of tiger mackerels instead of the blue ones, but now I just get the blue ones. Well, those are definitely not mackerels, so I'm not gonna... Those are eels. God damn it. And those are flounders, so I don't know... Why is that changed now? Let's see. I wish there was a way to mark on the map where there were docks and stuff. As long as you had found them once before, then you could just mark them on the map so you could go there. Know where to go when it gets dark, I mean. You know? Because that's my main issue. I'm just terrified of not having a dock by the time it gets dark. I think this should be good. This looks like... No, not what I'm looking for. Not this either, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Take it anyway. At least I'm close to a dock now. Point a red dot or something to the sea. Tigers are still are cats even when they're fish. What about catfish then? Would you say the same thing about them? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The controller is shaking. That means the evil fish is here. The one that comes after me. I don't like that. I don't like that. First time you saw a catfish, it made eye contact with you and thought it wanted to eat you. Can't they be pretty huge? Catfish? Catfishies? I do need this one though. I'm gonna put it in the storage, but... Okay, let's sleep. No, wait, shipyard. No, not shipyard. What am I saying? Floating dock. I do have one of these now. Catfish are very profitable in Twitch VOD. It was huge. Yeah, they are pretty huge. Didn't make some bread or like, but you didn't really put anything on it, just toasted them. I do that too sometimes. Or not toast them, but sometimes I don't necessarily want to eat anything, I just feel like I have to. But then it just feels like you... It feels like... It feels different if you don't have anything on it, but it's like... It counts. But it's still... I don't know. I don't know. Catfish are diabolical. Wait, what did they do though? I don't really know much about them. Well, I actually heard where the term catfishing came from. Which is... They used... what was it? There was a type of fish that they tried to import from... Canada to... Was it China or something? But then it was too far, so they ended up they just went docile and they just died by the time that they came to where they were, or arrived where they were supposed to. So they figured out that they were gonna put catfish in there to rile them up, to keep them alive until they reached their destination. So that's technically where the term catfishing came from, because it doesn't actually mean what people think it means. It's mainly meant for people to... Like, it just means something like... People in society that are there to rile up people to make a... Like, keep people on their toes or something. I think that... Obviously, I don't remember every detail, so I'm not good at explaining. But that's what the term actually means, and why the documentary was called that. But people like to assign new meaning to words instead of the original one. So now it kind of has a brand new meaning, because languages are, you know, they're always changing and stuff, so... Did add a tiny bit of ketchup because it was the easiest to put on it. Sometimes the crunch is only very nice, but now you wanted stuff you didn't have the energy to cut cheese. Yeah, it's always cool to know about word origins and how words are made up. I agree. I agree. Yeah, how terms can change meaning as well. And it makes it confusing because I like to... If I know the original meaning, that is. If I know the original meaning, that's what I want to keep. I don't know, I'm very... Maybe I'm a little bit rigid on that part, but it's just... There was something... There was a specific word that had a new meaning that people... Like, people use it in a wrong way, but it's been used in the wrong way for so long that that's what it means now. So the original meaning doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? And it kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, I understand the fluidity of languages and how that works, but at the same time, it kind of bothers me. Oh, Solo, you don't know what it is in English with a knife, like a... Like a person? Wait, you mean like a cheese slicer? I think it's just called a cheese slicer. I'm curious about this word if you ever remember it. I mean, I don't think it's a very specific or like a special word or anything, but... I don't remember what it was that I was thinking of, the specific one. for communication purposes, you try to go along, but deep down you know it wasn't supposed to mean what they meant. Yeah. It's a little bit frustrating. Didn't want to put bad adjectives there, so it was just person. Oh yeah, let us... This is the domain of the evil fish. Let's see if we... Because you can... You guys can't tell, but my controller starts shaking when evil things are near. Like this one. Yeah, that one. Ah! That cost me too much. Not as much as it could have, but... Ah! What? Why am I missing all the time? What? What? I haven't missed all day. Maybe because it was an evil fish. The lair of Scylla, that could be it, that could be it. Wait, Orion, I know you... Have you also had the hyperfixation with with Epic the Musical? I also know that you really like Greek mythology and stuff, so it just makes sense that you would enjoy that. Really? I had a feeling. Could cry. I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I learned about it, I was like, I bet that Orion has a hyperfixation to this. This is. I had a feeling. Wait, why am I? I'm not going to discard anything. You've been wanting to talk about it since the Cyclops saga when you got into it? Oh no, Ryan. Yeah. We have, I have also had a bit of a... I didn't have anything to talk, anyone to talk to about it either. Never had the courage to join the Discord, though. I mean, that's totally fine. I wasn't talking about it too much in Discord either, to be honest, because I knew that... I just mentioned it, and I think Sodal was the only one who had even... Well, if not heard of it, at least he was the only one who mentioned it, so... I don't know if anyone else knows anything. Like coastal, oceanic. No, I need that one, the one that I have. Yeah. Oh, the Epic Discord. I see. Scoot knows. Oh yeah, that's true. Scoot also knows. That's a good point. You've not been in Discord at all, really? Yeah, I understand. I haven't really been super active in anyone's, or like not even my own Discord that much lately. So I do not blame you at all. Is this a fish that I've had before? I don't think so. So let's do that. Looks like a swordfish. Ah! A sailfish. Is that any different from a swordfish? I don't know. Damn, I barely went anywhere. And it's already getting dark. Time moves way too fast in this game. Just saying. Ouroboros flag. It's another flag! Ah, fuck off. I don't want to deal with any spooky stuff. Discord server is the only one I really talked, but it's been ages. It happens. I have like 80 pings as well, and you feel bad. You know some people have pinged or like tagged you, but you never answered. Oh. It can be overwhelming too, though. I get it. Nah. To storage. Yeah, I barely got to go anywhere. Just 4 minutes ago, it was 4 o'clock. Oh yeah, that yeah, that's true. You wonder if it's okay to answer even if it's 2 years late. Dude, I think people will be happy if you do that. Because it will be extra unexpected, you know? Do you do breaks? I probably should, but no. I have tried to be better at having shorter streams now. But I am planning... I was going to have a short break before we switch games, though. Because it makes sense when I'm gonna switch over to something else anyway. I realize why I don't like taking breaks. Well, not that that's anything new, but... when I'm kind of locked in on stuff, you know? I was always like that when I went to school too. I didn't take breaks, or like, I didn't have... That's a tiger mackerel, that's what I wanted. I've never been good at taking breaks because it makes it difficult for me to get back to what I did to begin with before taking the break. So it kind of takes me out of it a little bit. Flayed mackerel. A flayed mackerel. Oh no. That's that. Catch 200 fish using rods. Oh, nice. 250. Also, I don't know why, but the achievement popped up on my other monitor that isn't even where my Steam is. That was weird. I guess it makes sense that there are a lot of mackerels in these because that's how it usually is with... No, you know what? I'm just gonna go back. And then I'm just gonna keep one fish so I can give it to the mysterious dude. Because he didn't care if it was rotten either, so, you know. Let's not go there, okay? Let's just not. Gives you anxiety if it's too late or past or something. It's important to stretch one's butt now and then. Yes, that is true. Wait, that was... Dude, that wasn't even a specific number you used. What a coincidence. I like that. That was lucky. Nah. Let's see. Do I have anything else I can... Yeah, I have... that I can do? I can also buy another one of these from her. For you, it's very difficult to start things, end things, and pause things, so get in that. Yeah, same with me. All of the things you just said. I have issues with all of those things. Waiting is also hard many times because it's hard to do anything while waiting. Yeah. That's why I've been wasting so much time these past couple of weeks, because, you know, it's also why it bothers me so much when people don't respect other people's time. So when they say they're gonna do something or like be there or meet up with you or whatever, you make plans in that sense because you need to, then you need to clear out your whole day waiting for other people, and then they don't show up, and then you've just been wasting the entire day. And it's one of my biggest pet peeves. And that's happened to me like twice within a week or something, because of my landlord and stuff. It really bothered me so much, because that's why I didn't stream last Wednesday, by the way, because I felt like I couldn't do anything until the landlord came over here to look at my you know, kitchen stove and whatever, the oven. and he said that he would be here, but he never said when. So then I just had to keep my whole day open. And then he didn't even show up. Not until the next day. So that's why I didn't stream, because I was expecting him to show up at whatever time. And it never happened either. It's just so annoying. It's one of the worst things with when people don't respect your time. Because, let's be real, if you think about it, the one thing, like the most valuable thing you have is time. When you actually start to think about it, that is the most important thing you have. The most valuable thing you have. So that just makes me even more angry. I don't know. It's just annoying. Okay, let's rest, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the dude with the mackerel, and that's gonna be the last thing that I do. Or like, I'm gonna... No! I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna let it be one more day, and then we're gonna switch games, I think. Never get time back. Exactly. And there's also the tension and anticipation of not knowing when that door shall be knocked, and one can never truly relax when waiting. See, that was also something. The other time that he said that, or they say that they would come over here and have a look at it. That's why I couldn't sleep, because I wasn't sure what time that they would be here, and that dude never rings the doorbell So if he knocks and I'm in a deep sleep, he will just tell me, well, I was there and you didn't answer. So then I have to just stay awake. Again, they rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart. It's consumed as quickly as the first. Almost fulfilled. They point to a fish on the final scroll. This one is a snake mackerel. I have never even caught one of those. Interesting. Yeah, that's how they are. They just want an excuse to not have to do their job. Some people are like that. A Gulf flounder. That's so annoying, not even text even. Yeah, no. No. They're terrible at communicating. I was like, can I have room for this one? I can't. I can also do that. I keep forgetting that I can actually flip the fish. Ah! Okay. Now we don't have any more room. Water is gone, consumed. Good. Do you need to make it a puzzle to get them? No, you just need to press the button at the right time. We can fish some more, right? As long as it's close to the dock. I should probably pick this one up to repair it. I don't want to wait too long before I go back to shore. It gets spoopy after dark, you know? It's not good because it's gone. Get more. Sometimes good things need to go for other good things to appear, like more water. True. Wait, are you talking about pee? Because that's kind of what happens. That's how you get more water, but not for drinking. I wouldn't recommend that. Even though it is technically possible, but don't do it unless you really, really have to. Now you could fill the glass with even more water, but then you would have to get up. Yeah, that's true. That's the annoying part about all of it. Having to get up. Did you miss a sentence? Wasn't it? Well, when Sorat said, well, sometimes good things need to go for other good things to appear. Like more water. Because water is the one good thing that needs to go. But once it goes, depending on, like, if it goes by you drinking it, then it will reappear as pee. don't overthink it. That's the it was just a stupid joke. It was just a stupid joke. But yeah, we're gonna switch the game. Before that, I'm just gonna take a short break. We might as well just run the ad while I'm